It's difficult to stay motivated all the time, but places like Ponker are so important for inspiration. We're always looking for places that can make us feel things, and we try not to make every other place just another bucket list that needs to be checked.
छैन राम्रो हुनुहुन्छ कस्तो
Emotions are such a strong thing, and I think people underestimate it. All the books you read, all the movies you watch, and all the songs you listen to are here because someone felt something, and he or she felt that we all should have that opportunity to experience it, maybe bad or good.
This trip was all about friends looking for yet another landscape in Nepal that proves Nepal is infinite.
While we were heading to Yak Kharka, it started raining. We were exhausted, but the rain and the forest was making things easier for us rather than adding to the exhaustion.
Once you have experienced the calmness of the monsoon forest in Nepal, the craving never stops. It's an addiction.
The one thing I love about the rain and the storms is the calm after that. It wasn't even raining, it was just sprinkling. But after the rain stopped, the greens of the forest popped out so hard. We just stood there, we admired it. The nature was naturing.
As creatives, we have come to understand how important it is to have time for ourselves, away from the city, away from the crowd. It gives you time to prioritize things. It is easy to take things for granted, and nothing feels fulfilling sometimes, even when you have more than what others can ask for. Maybe a small getaway is what you need to realize this. Maybe some distance is what you need to know what it feels like to not have it all the time. Or maybe, just maybe, you need some time to be yourself. It's as simple as that.
For some reason, I don't know why, but it's always monsoon in our videos. In this trip, it was the same as well. Don't get me wrong, I love the monsoon. The forest is lush green all the time. But there's always a chance that we are gonna miss the mountains, the views. But we get lucky most of the times.
Good morning again. We're here at Yak Kharka right now. We wanted to be at Bhimthang, but we could not walk that far yesterday, so we decided to stay here, and I think it was the best decision. We finally see some mountains, and I and Shiris are here to capture some time lapses and everything. We woke up at 5 in the morning today, and we need to be rushing, but the place is really beautiful. You know, it's like a place from some kind of storybook, you know, a children's storybook. Trees and mountains and small houses and everything. So we're actually waiting for our breakfast. It's not ready yet. Before that, we wanted to get all the pictures. We could not yesterday because when we arrived here, it was kind of gloomy and everything. But now it's beautiful. So yeah. So we'll be heading to Bhimthang. I don't know. It's monsoon, pre-monsoon, not the peak of monsoon, but we hope the weather is with us, and we'll be able to see all the sceneries we expect to see. So yeah, we'll keep you updated. But yeah, this place is beautiful. Like no one's there. There are few tourists. They're from Belgium and Germany. We played Uno flip with them last night. It was a great bonding time, you know. So, but they are heading back to Kathmandu, and we are heading towards the Ponker Lake. So yeah, all in all, great experience. We'll keep you updated. Until then. I'm not gonna lie, we hate getting up early in the mountains at freezing temperatures and capturing sunsets and time lapses instead of sleeping in. But it's even bigger crime not to put in that effort and miss out on this amazing feeling that travel and nature brings to us. We have an entire life to rest and sleep in. Maybe in the future, just not at this moment.
After Yak Kharka, it's one forest after another. And one thing I noticed throughout the way was the sunlight trying to pierce through the forest. It was just beautiful. So we stopped more often so that we could capture all of it.
Eventually, we started seeing the Manaslu range. The first time I saw the Manaslu range, I was left dumbfounded. This trek just kept on surprising us. The landscape changed from a forest to a mountainous landscape so quickly.
When we did reach Bhimthang, it was nothing like what we expected. We all had very different reactions. One of my friends started yelling out, "We should have bought a football here. We missed out."
Nice ठाउँ रहेछ है है ल प्रणेश यहाँ फुटबल खेल्न त इन्सेन्ट मजा Bhimthang, Manang, 3,700 meters. Fancy रहेछ है ड्र्यागन पनि रहेछ
No internet, no TV, limited solar electricity. This was all we could do. Jump around in the open fields. Stargazing at night with a heart full of hope that the weather gets better and we get some good sights of the Manaslu region. And comes the morning. towering glaciers, Himalayas, valleys, and deep forests. After all that, we finally saw a tiny portion of Ponker from a distance. Ponker. Yes, finally. At the end of the day, it is all about moments and the people that you decide these moments of a short period of life to spend with. Of course, sceneries and beautiful mountains help, but who you enjoy it with equally matters. The more I grow up, the more I've understood it is all about finding the people who see life as you do, or learning from the ones who can teach you to see it differently. And this Ponker trip made that belief even stronger. A few months ago, when I was reading a book, I came across this quote that said, "Somewhere deep down, you know that when you go out and try to make your way in the world, everything goes wrong. So your fate is trying to lock you down and is trying to keep you safe. What it does not know is that there is no greater failure than a life unlived. There is no greater pain than having a heart go unloved. Your soul go unseen. We're not going to live forever. Let's make the most out of what we can."
खोल्दै कुदौँ अनि ठ्याक्क
म हेरेँ म गनी भइसकेँ म के गर्ने नि बुझ्सेँ म फुत्त फालिदिन्छ
यहाँबाट कुदौँ होइन
यस्तो हो क्या सकेर
कुदौँ